Dikamba Lisa Mbaiseya has returned from her journey afar, gathering shards, whilst hoping to find a cure for her new love, Dart. As right now his indomitable form withers away, his need for a drug that the colony cannot provide. But we are not without hope. What remains of the company of Consumption Inc. on this world may yet have what they need. And so, 2 birds and 1 stone. Out into the world, the druids, the shamans, the paladins of the grove shall go. Kia ora, Legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to RimWorld Mages versus the Megacorp. And the reason why I just jumped in here is that Carlota was made the chosen chief again. Now, our chief is chosen based upon their psi level, so I don't know why there was any debate there. Having a look at psi casting, Carlota has a psi cast level of 16. No one comes close to that. At the moment we have Lisa, who is at 5, and we have Steroid, who is at 7. So yeah, not even close. So that was strange. So we're going to make sure that Lisa has a proper rest because she has been on the road for a while now. Her teleportation is up and ready to go though, and I think the same is true for Lena. Yes, indeed it is. Now, I will just double check. Let's see. Gutworms. Okay, yeah, Viper. Can we please go and cure disease on Lisa? And Lisa, well, we'll let you go get that food first. Viper is just going to have to follow you in here. And we should be able to do this without too much trouble. And there we go, a successful casting. So having a look at that, not magic, but rather health, we can see that she is doing fine. And having just gone through the rest of everyone else here, we're looking good. We are looking good. There's a little bit of toxic buildup on Lisa, but no, we're okay. But we want to give her at least a little while to recover. With that being said, we don't have long to save the life of Dart, so we need to plan. Now, we could try and trade with some of the others, the cyberpunks and whatnot, but no one's really close to us, unfortunately. We do have a abandoned facility here, though, that may have what we need. May being that key word. So if we're quick, we could maybe make it there and then back again without too much trouble. So let's say if we were to send maybe Zoroka and Rycon, I feel like they'd be able to take on most threats that would be there. Oh, and something else that I missed in the last episode was that we actually finished making this space here. We are going to need some more jade and a few other bits and pieces before we're able to actually make use of this, and it looks like we've got some ruby hidden away in the wall there, so we may have to go and replace these walls. We'll select Mind Vein, and I think we're probably going to have to knock most of these walls back just to make it consistent. But right, I'm happy with us getting this underway now. So, let's get loading. Zoroka and Rycon, there is no way that we are going to max out Rycon's carrying capacity with anything that we find, so I feel like we're okay in that regard. We're going to take some packaged survival meals with us. We'll say 10 for now. That's 4 days worth of food. I think that will be more than enough. So we are going to accept that, and hopefully Zoroka should get straight on that, and he should be able to grab those 10 right away. Okay. The packaged meals have been dropped off, and now Rycon will get taken on towards this teleportation pod, which theoretically should be able to take us the entire way there, purely just because Lisa, she's got some power when it comes to teleportation. Now, if we were to theoretically take Lisa with us, it would make this process faster because we could just teleport back, but at the same time, I think these two could be pretty quick, and just look at the distance that we can make now. We can make it all the way on over towards the central headquarters. That is very tempting. But for the moment, we are going to go and attack this lab. Just looking around the rest of the areas that we can go to, I mean, we can nearly make it over towards this one as well, which is great news for us. And you know what? I think we're just going to drop in at the center. Zoroka, off you go. Location begins to hunger once more. I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what does that mean? No, I was just looking at us just moving over the mountains here. It's not exactly the fastest transportation, but it's certainly faster than moving on foot. Okay, and we have arrived. So, this is what we are looking at currently. We're going to get Zoroka to head in through the front door down here, and Arysian is going to be accompanying him the whole way. Just looking at the rest of the map here, yeah, so this is kind of the only structure. Interesting that you don't enter from this way. Also, rusted biotech lab wall. It's an interesting looking texture on them. So far, so good. We've got some dead bodies, all right, an ancient mech gestator, and processors. We can't really do anything with them, just making sure that there's nothing that we can open. So I'm going to be going through here. These gene banks, there's potentially things that we can get from taking them apart, but we're not so interested in that. Okay, we've got a gene pack tweaker here, a mixed gene pack with Rycon +3. Interesting. Wasp wings and pale blue fish skin. Very interesting. And an alpha pack, Silent. There's an Archotech attunement there as well. I don't know if that's something that can just be applied. To use a gene pack, it must be placed in a gene bank near a gene assembler and combined into an implantable xenogerm. So we aren't likely to even take that from here because I don't think we'll have time to trade it even. Oh boy. Oh, it's here. Well, that's interesting. Also, we've struck the ruby deposit back at home. That's good. Let's make sure that we mine all of that steroid. Damn, you're fast. Okay, so let's have a look at this raid here. Oh, they're dropping straight in here, huh? Well, that sure as hell is interesting. Okay, let's have a look and see how bad/good this is going to be. I think we're probably going to try and do a Valiant charge immediately, like as soon as they get out of there. Arysian can take it, I think. So, Valiant charge right here, that's going to stun all of them. We're going to get the shield up on Zoroka, and we are just going to start absolutely smashing heads here. Arysian, that's a granite chunk. No, let's go and target Whitney here, and Zoroka, you are going to be melee attacking hammer with your hammer. Arysian, you really didn't seem to kind of catch that, huh? Okay, well, I think we'll still be able to catch them. Probably, oh yeah, that'll do. Arysian, are you just gonna finish them off? I think you probably can. Let's have a look at Whitney. If they were worth saving, they're not so anymore. Rage elixir and some silver. Okay, all right. Whitney is still trying to crawl away currently. I think we're just going to move on with Zoroka here. We've got some more gene packs up here. That's to be expected. And I think Arysian's nearly finished his work here. Well, all up, a little disappointing. Nothing crazy good that we're getting from here, but if this location doesn't work for us, there are others that might. We will still try and take some of these things, even if it's going to be for trading purposes. We do still, however, have one building to look at here. And waste pack atomizer, I see. Now we could try and take some of these things apart. There's a xenotype injector down here as well. Oh, hang on. That might be able to save him. A genetic toolkit capable of forcibly removing all genes from the target, both germline and xenogenes, and replace them with a random xenotype. As a result, the target will drop into a coma for 3 days. Using the injector on a colonist suffering from the coma will have no effect. This could save Dart by making him not a hussar. So I feel like that is a worst case scenario for us. So we're going to allow everything on this map, and we are going to try and move on. The question is, where would we try to move to? Because no one here is going to have what we need. There is a possibility. No, the Covenant of Cambrai aren't going to have neutroamine. The Great Houses, it's a big maybe. Yayla over here are a maybe. So yeah, I don't know. The Toxoid faction is actually a maybe. We could hit these two here. I mean, they're polluters, so they ain't going to be helping no one. It's not going to take us that long to get there, even less if we use Arysian as a mount. We're just going to take the supplies that we've gained here and set out. Unfortunately, I think Zoroka is probably going to start camping right away though. Oh, interesting. Well, we've got a meeting. Folks from Kill Code. No caravan members capable of trading. Well, that's not great. He's incapable of trading. Well, I guess we're moving on, aren't we? Oh boy, and we have a prison break over here. Really? I'm surprised to see it. That is unfortunate. Well, I don't foresee us being able to gently end this prison break. It's gonna be the wolves, I think. That's the fastest way to bring this to an end. Tackle line, thank you. Actually, you know what? Danny may survive this, potentially. Rainford, how bad? Left ear bitten off. It could be worse. It could be worse. We're gonna get Viper on over. We'll get Lisa over here as well. I really hope that Danny does survive. It looks like he's going to without too many injuries, really. Papyrus, no. Papyrus is hunting Rainford. Why? We have food for you, Papyrus. Let's see. How bad? Okay, we can still save Rainford. Capture Rainford. Papyrus, stop. Stop doing what you're doing. Okay. Jeez. All right. Let's quickly get to work here, tending Rainford. We should be able to do that. I mean, bleeding out in 10 hours. Yeah, you'll be okay. As for Viper, we're going to have you seeing to Danny. It's all right. It's all right. Actually, maybe less so. We may want to get Stomp up here. It all depends on whether Lisa is done in time. We could actually cast Regenerate on Danny. I think that might help, potentially. We'll see. Let's get tending here. Okay, yeah, no, regeneration is helping, but we just need to stop that bleeding that we're experiencing here, because there's quite a few wounds. Yeah, Danny's through the worst of it at the moment. Stomp, thank you. You've done a good job there. Oh boy. Regeneration still seems to be helping as well. Well, now this is kind of interesting. We can actually see that there is a gap through the marble here. We're gonna just chip away at this and see what's hidden here. Okay, we're gonna have to chip a little bit further. Oh, okay, we've got some more ruby back here. That's good, that's good. And yeah, don't worry, we are going to be filling in these areas here. Or you know what? Maybe not. Maybe we just continue to decorate it and have it be this weird wizardy area that we have here. Oh, well, that's interesting. An infestation in here? I guess that's kind of understandable. We do need to have more light in here. We haven't had light for a while. And, oh, it's because we need basic raw wood and not planks to be able to build these torches. And we haven't been chopping down trees. We just produce planks as is. So we're going to need another lighting solution in here. Definitely. And we're also going to need everyone to make their way on over here. So we're going to have the dragons at the front, 100%. We're going to have Carlota kind of hanging back for now. Gibbs, you'll be able to do some pretty decent stuff. Same thing with Stomp as well. We're just going to get ready. Okay, they're out. So we're going to kick things off with some spirit wolves. We're going to say right around about here for now. And then, Gibbs, we want to get a nice lightning cloud in here to stop them from actually making their way out towards the dragons. So we'll see if we can get that off as well. And we're going to do a briar patch right around that entrance to slow them down even further. Oh boy. Ooh, okay. So Lisa isn't going to have the kind of punch that Tack does, but Tack isn't here yet. Tack is very slow. But we still can get a pretty significant chain lightning off. At the same time as saying that, Lisa does have very good totem work, so I think totems here will be better for us in general. We could also have a look at doing a lightning storm in here. I don't know if that works inside. I don't know if that should work inside, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Dananak, Osveneer, we're going to get you to pull back ever so slightly because you are getting affected by some of that magic from our casting, and we're just going to try and see if we can do some breathing of fire in there. Kind of move you guys to the side here. Oh yeah, that looks like a good line. And right around here as well. And all that fire is going to start to do some serious work on these bugs. That's great. Carlota, we're going to get you a little bit closer just so you can help us out here. We're going to look at chucking a fireball in here with a stomp as well, which should be able to, I think, blow up in our faces. I think Zeroka just arrived somewhere. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I don't think that fireball exploded too close, but I think it exploded closer than I was initially hoping for. So Zeroka's attack is beginning, which is not the best timing, really. We're going to pull Steroid back. Well, we'll have you here for now. You need to be that first line of defense, definitely. I feel like we've dealt with most of the bugs here now, or at least it's certainly looking that way. We can breathe some more fire in there as well. Bugs generally don't like fire, so we've got that going for us. Viper actually doing some decent work there, and now we have the bugs starting to make their way out towards us. So we're going to start to try and form something of a line here. Okay, it looks like we can attack there with Stomp. That's good. Steroid, we're going to pull you up here as well. Okay, Papyrus, I'm a little bit worried about you. It looks like Cinder is starting to help as well. That's good, that's decent. Okay, so they are still flooding out of here at the moment. Oh good, Tackle Line is close, so we're gonna chuck out some Spirit Wolves right there. And honestly, if I could get him blinking over... You don't have Blink. Yeah, we need Blink on you, my friend. We need Blink on you. But the wolves are definitely going to help us here. The Worship Tablet, that sounds good, that sounds fine. Let's get another little Dragon Fire in here, please, and thank you. There's still so many of them. Stomp, you've done a great bit of work there. That's wonderful. Excellent. Tackle Line, let's keep you moving. And I think that's the last of the Spirit Wolves. We're just going to keep on spitting fire right into this entrance here, because that's where the bulk of our enemies are, and where they're being held right now. We've had a Carrier Dryad unfortunately pass away. Damn it, it's so hard to see with these trees here, but we are winning this fight. I gotta say, it's probably done and dusted now. It certainly sounds that way. Okay, so we've got a lot of fire in there at the moment, but that's all right. We don't want the fire to spread outside here, so we're gonna go to Viper. We can't use Rainmaker right now. Okay, but we're just gonna tell everyone to just chill out, do your thing, try and put these fires out. Lisa, it looks like, is starting to pop some of the hives that's in there. That's great. The rest of them should start doing that as well. Okay, well, that's that. We'll worry about that in a second. Okay, so Zeroga has been waiting here patiently. Let's have a look at the situation. There are a lot of ruins scattered around here, and we have our enemies in the center. They have quite a few mini turrets ongoing. Right, so looking at the space here, getting them in this nice open area would be good for us, I think, because, well, we like to fight in enclosed spaces. With Soroka, we don't like to do that as much when there is tox gas all over the show. So yeah, we're going to get him moving over here for now. And I think what we're going to try and do is use a Rycon to bait the enemy in towards him, because he's going to be able to take a lot of damage. And if we can do that, I feel like that would work out quite well for us. But we obviously need to get their attention to begin with. So having a look out this way here, yeah, we do have that turret. I think if we spit in its general direction, we'll probably be able to get their attention. So yeah, Zeroka, we'll have you able to kind of see what's going on. How far is your Valiant charge? Or how? Okay, so we can go all the way out towards there. That's pretty good. I feel like that would be a good way for him to enter the battlefield. Ideally, what we want to do is overwhelm them as quickly as we can. Because as long as we can get them to flee, then we can go over what resources they have here. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Let's see if we can get that spit off. All right, it hits. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but we have got the enemy's attention. Okay, so they are going to charge out towards us. They're probably going to try and take cover, though. Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, wow, you can attack Zeroka from all the way back there? I guess you can. And I think the rest of them are probably going to try and do a similar thing with the Rycon. Or maybe not, actually. Let's get you flying over here, just so you can kind of intercept the enemy. Doesn't look like they're stopping. Huh. You guys really just gonna charge at Zeroka? I feel like that's what you're doing here. Okay, that's not terrible for us. Okay, this is better. We've got them all together. We're gonna spit fire over in this direction here. Excellent. And now we're gonna get Zeroka to come up from behind and start to pick off some of the enemies that are just out here alone. And let's go breathe some fire over in this direction. It seems like they held up pretty well against that fire. Then Zeroka has already killed one of them. That's great. That's really good. Okay, let's attack Scorch, who's right next to you here. Make sure you do that as quickly as we can here, bud. Nice. Good work. Good work. Okay, now I think is the time for us to do that Valiant charge out towards Hercules here. We can get a Dragonfire spit up again in just a moment. Any moment now, Zeroka. Oh, of course. You need to be able to see, don't you? Yeah, okay, that's my mistake. All right, let's get that shield active. And we could potentially try and go for an overwhelm here. I want to try and see if we can get a Dragonfire spit off at Bisna. All right, that's decent. Yeah, we got a lot of enemies here. All right, overwhelm. That's good. We like it. If we go for a Valiant Charge here, like right next to them, I feel like that would go rather well. Orisian, we want to make sure that we get you melee attacking these ones here. Zoroka, you're just doing great. He hasn't even done the Valiant Charge yet, and he's already absolutely smashing them, which is fantastic. I feel like we maybe want to get him out of the Tox Gas right now, but at the same time, this is where most of the enemies are, so let's give this a shot. Alright, not bad, buddy. Not freaking bad. So we need to try and get the numbers down further still, so let's just keep on attacking. Zoroka, checking your health here. He is looking fine, but that can change. That can change very quickly. We've got a Molotov over here, which I am not liking, so let's just try and move away from that. That's fantastic. We've got them fleeing. That's exactly what we wanted to have happen here. And it looks like they may try and fight Zoroka a little bit. His shield has held up for pretty much that entire fight, which is great. It looks like two of them are probably going to get away here. Oh, actually no, because you're on fire, so you're having a bad time. You're having an even worse time now. Orisian, are you going to finish this one off? No, it is Zoroka. Okay, all right, so theoretically, everything that is here is ours now? Well, not necessarily. These are still going to fire at us. Orisian, we are going to free you. We are going to allow everything that's on the ground here. And Zoroka, we are going to quickly try and search this place. And occasionally, we will have to run over in the direction of a turret to punch it, but we'll be doing that as tactically as we can. So other than coming away with a few decent items, we haven't found much else here. It is a quick trip on towards the next location though, so there is a small possibility that we might still make it there tonight. If we don't though, that's also okay because Zoroka is injured. And it would seem that we have some information about the worshipped tablet, which will eventually lead us to Wisdom Speaker, a weapon that is not unlike the one that Viper is wielding currently. We can pay 900 silver to study or hack the terminal, attack the village from outside, or peacefully enter and try to escape. See, I want to try and pay them, but we have not found a way to be able to do that before. It is really, really close though. So we're going to get everyone healed here with this healing totem. Lisa is going to toke. Oh, and yeah, look at this. We had an Eltec sword hang out in there. Who was wielding the Eltec sword? Was it you, Steroid? I think it probably was. Let's get you equipping that, huh? And before we do anything else, I am going to see if we can get these torches replaced with something else. Okay, Zoroka has arrived, and it looks like they're a little bit prepared. They're sending mortared rocks over in his direction and Orisian's direction. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get both of them off of the map here, I think. Reason being, I want to have a little bit more mana with Zoroka before we attempt something like this, I think. Plus, Lisa and Viper are going to be leaving any moment now. We can't have our attention be too divided. Oh, Tackle Line, thank you. We're finally starting to get some light in here. I don't know why the original ones were trying to be built with just regular raw wood, but hey, this is working for us. And we have a conversion. Thank you very much, Stomp. So Rainford, we can start to try and recruit you now. Ooh, and Orisian has an infection in his shoulder. Okay, we'll have to keep our eye on that. Infections don't tend to last all that long with dragons though. Oh boy, I've also just noticed that we have 1,300 hard dragon scales. I feel like we can probably do something with that. Oh, and we have a Magicite Staff of Blazing Power that's actually being constructed at the moment. I'm assuming that's Gibbs that started working on that. That's pretty good. Oh, Dragon Slayer Plate. I mean, like, that sounds like fun. If we could make that, out of hard dragon scale, yeah, that would be fantastic. So let's just go turn off everything but the hard dragon scales so that we should end up using that. It's going to take a lot before we're actually able to do that, I think. Well, then again, maybe not. It's really just the magicite that we need. Which, yeah, right now, okay, we have an alright amount of. And honestly, if we keep on mining here, there's a chance that we'll find more. Gibbs is being an absolute MVP, keeping all these babies fed. Now, the only problem with keeping Zaroka here for too long is that he's actually taking pollution damage here, I think, over time. So we can't really have him hang out here for all that long. We might need to push for the attack, which means that this will probably be happening at the same time, huh? Oh boy. Oh, too dangerous to re-enter for 14 hours. I guess we're waiting then. Well, Viper and Lisa have arrived here. Now, we really, ideally, we would be able to trade. We actually brought gold with us to be able to trade, but I don't think it's going to let us do that. Now, both of them have the ability to blink. So the idea would be go in, hack it as quickly as possible, which neither of them have great intellectual skills, so don't know if that's going to happen. We can use Spirit Wolves to disrupt the enemy. As long as we just leave the map quickly, I think we'll be okay, and Blink will certainly help with that. But yeah, we need to, I wonder if a bug here could help. Honestly, looking at the two of them here, I think Lisa hacking is going to be the best person to do it. Yeah, this could get really messy really quickly. Oh, the Staff of Blazing Power is done. That's wonderful. Okay, I don't think there's any way to avoid this. This is going to be a thing. So, we'll try and stay close. There's so many of them in here. I wonder, clears caster from all hostile targeting. How long does it last for? 20 seconds. That actually might be enough time. Viper, let's get you to move kind of out towards the edge, because I don't think Viper is going to be able to do much here to really help. We're going to cast Invisibility, and we are going to start investigating the tablet. I think this is going to work. No way. But they're hostile now. That is to be expected. We're going to go and blink over there with Lisa. The heist of the century. Good work, you two. Okay, come on, Lisa. You're nearly there. You're nearly there. And, yep. One of her minions was there as well. Quest complete. Nicely done, you two. All right, we're going to make sure that they head straight back home. Oh, the dragon just hatched. Velinaria. Hell yes, Velinaria. That's great. We got ourselves another dragon. Another female dragon as well. Velinaria. Okay, so, Velinaria, we're going to make you grow up. So, we're going to have you head on over towards here. Carlota, I was going to have Carlota just work on some plant stuff. No, we've also got Resurrect up as well. Okay, well, look, I think it's been too long for Bright Metal, but right now Lisa and Viper are away. I think she might try it, maybe. First of all, though, Velinaria. And honestly, Dardanak and Osvenir, because I think having them be older is better in general for dragons. I mean, in saying that Osvenir is already 403 years old, so that's why I think this is going to be okay. I don't want Cinder to be all that close though, so we're just going to go back on over there, and we're going to make sure that we're actually casting the correct thing here. So, Time Sphere. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Okay, that's the range that we're working with right now. Alright, let's go place it, and we're just going to back off a little bit here and hope that they just stay. Dryad, don't go into that circle. Please don't go into that circle. Okay. Aging, up to 10. That's good. So we are going to have to do this a few times, but I mean, hey, it's helping. We already got up to 110 on Dardanak here. Velinaria, so cool. So Velinaria is the daughter of Dardanak here, and Osvenir. No, not Osvenir. Arisian. Yeah, and Velinaria is already as large as Dardanak. That's fantastic. That's so good. I am so happy about that. Actually, you know what? Maybe a little smaller at the moment. So, I guess it doesn't say like young. Yeah, well, that's very good for us. That is very good. Meanwhile, Carlota, while the others are still away. We're going to try and head to the tomb. Oh yeah, and they're already back. I'm not surprised to see that, but they're still over here, so they might not know. Oh, and we've got the whole procession following Carlota along. Oh, and that's right, Gibbs finished that staff. Where would that have wound up? Staff of Blazing Power. Here it is, just hanging out. Okay, so this is probably going to go to Stomp. Although Stomp's shooting, not so great. Yeah, not so great. Honestly, maybe that would be better in the hands of Tackleline. Yeah, you know what? Tack, I know that you're a lightning mage, but Blazing Power, it's all yours. And we really need to get a blink scroll for you, just to make you faster in general, I think. So we'll make that a priority there. Oh, okay, all right. Carlota, let's get that open, eh? And I don't foresee this working in any reality. There's Bright Metal. Let's get you to have the dragons and whatnot move away a little bit here. Resurrection, target is out of range. Okay. I mean, she's casting it. It takes a long time. Okay. And cannot restore this body. It is expired and it is no longer able to sustain life. He's too far gone. Yeah. Oh, Carlota cannot walk. Carlota is downed. Oh, well, that was a problem with your plan, wasn't it? Now, Bright Metal is just out here. Ah, dear. He's going to remain there for now. No one knows if Carlota can get to him before anyone else. No one will be the wiser. Oh, Velinaria, we are going to need to put down a new bed for you, and we really need to get this place cleaned up, huh? And you know what? Just to kind of future-proof this, we're going to put down some extra beds now. And I also don't know if this is going to help, but we are going to get Viper to try and release her Dirt Devil here. So we'll have you blink on over there, and Dirt Devil. And, I mean, I think it is helping. Yep, it is tearing through that dirt. And yeah, as you can see, we're having trouble with the babies currently. It is 36 degrees in here at the moment because it is summer. It's 36 degrees everywhere. It is getting hotter in this world. So we can try and offset that a little bit, but I mean, it's kind of an extreme. So if we have a look at temperature here, cold crystal bowl, that could lower things to be just about right. We need sapphires though, and we don't have sapphires right now. Let's make it out of iron, huh? But I think that would make a difference here if we could get that built. And you know what? We do have a sapphire skull. We can deconstruct it. Ah, okay. I like that. So I think the better the construction skill, the better the return here. So let's try and prioritize deconstructing it. That is Carlota's bedroom. Oh no, where's he gone? What? No. Okay. We gotta intervene here. We have got to intervene. Who's closest right now? Gibbs, but you are busy. Stomp, let's get you moving. We'll never do hauling, of course not. Sir, can you help us out? Tack-a-line, get moving. Ah, you're so slow. We should not have colonists' corpses in here. That should not be a thing. And it wasn't, but this reset recently. Come on, Tackle-line. Come on. There we go. Bright Metal rescued. He can be returned. And so he is. And we're now aware that something happened here. Someone removed Bright Metal from his grave. But now he is resting once again. The culprit lays next to a sleeping, dying dart, while the colony do all they can to save this brave warrior. If all else fails, magic that Carlota attempted to use today could save him. But then there is the stalwart Zoroka, who is doing all he can to find the neutroamine they need. Without it, there is one other option, that strange injector he found. Tackle-line, no doubt, would know what to do with it, or Lena. Both of them have a history with Consumption Inc. We were tested today, not by the corporation or by wasters, but rather something beneath our feet. And now, friends from the great houses are here. The dwarves. There is a small chance, a slim chance that they could have what we need. But Legionnaires, we will discover if they do in the next. Thank you for joining me for yet another episode here in RimWorld. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay